Hello everyone. Today we will be going to do block 17 LP3, that is parts of shadow. So what is our aim over here? We have to distinguish between umbra and penumbra region of the shadow. The resources that we need: flashlight, unlit long and thick candle, and piece of cardboard with a point size hole in its center. Keywords that are used: umbra and penumbra and extended. What is the meaning of this umbra? Umbra is the darkest part of shadow. Umbra is the darkest part of shadow. Next is penumbra. Penumbra is an area of shadow which is between fully dark and fully light. The area that is outer the dark region, that is called penumbra. Extended means longer than usual. So what action to be performed over here? You have to observe the shadow of the candle on the wall as light is shown on the candle. In this case, the screen is the wall, because you will be able to see the shadow of the candle on the wall. So wall is acting as a screen. Now what you have to do, you will see the totally dark shadow. Means totally shadow is the dark outline of the body and it is generally black. Now observe that image with a cardboard having point size hole in the center. What you will observe? You will see the very sharp shadow of the candle. Why it is so? Why it is so? What is the difference between when you observe the shadow when light was passed through it and when light was passed through a point sized hole? You will observe that the point source of light produce a dark shadow, and this shadow is having the two parts, two region, umbra and penumbra. What is umbra? Umbra is the dark region of the shadow and penumbra is the partially dark outer region of the shadow. Means shadow is forming, the outer region is the penumbra region and the central very dark point, that is the umbra region. That is the difference between these two. Now see, how would you explain the formation of umbra and penumbra region using a diagram? How you can explain? You can make one region which is the darker one. In any object shadow, the darker region is called the umbra one, and the region that is the outer region, that is partially light, that is not completely dark, that is the penumbra region. So that's all about this topic. So I think you will be able to distinguish between this umbra and penumbra. Again, I am going to repeat the things. What is umbra and penumbra? These are the region formed when shadow is forming there. And umbra is the central dark portion of the shadow. And it is formed by the opaque object as opaque object is not able to receive any kind of light. And what is the penumbra region? It is the partial dark portion present at the sides of umbra region. That is the darker part, the central part, and its side where it is not that much dark. And penumbra is the region that receives little light from the source. Okay, that's all about this topic. Now we will be going to discuss the practice questions, filling the blanks with the words umbra and penumbra. The darkest part of a shadow is called obviously umbra. The dark part of the shadow is surrounded by the partially dark part, that is called penumbra. I think you will be able to give the answer of this umbra and penumbra differences. What is the differences? The differences are umbra is the central dark portion of shadow and penumbra is the partial dark portion present at the sides of umbra. And umbra is formed by the opaque object as it does not receive any kind of light, and penumbra receives very little light from the light source. Third one is, which light source will produce clear umbra and penumbra region in a shadow, a point source or the extended light source? The answer is point source produces very sharp shadow with only umbra region. When light source is extended, the shadow has dark center region, that is umbra, which is surrounded by the partial dark region, that is called penumbra. So extended or the large light source produces both umbra and penumbra region, and point source will be able to form only the umbra region, that is the dark shadow point from the center. So that's all about this topic. Thank you.